Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Elden Ring. These are just a few of the most iconic Souls-like games that have come out in our generation. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Has taken it upon themselves to make a brand new archetype called Ashen. Ashen is themed around Dark Souls, just people who die, bring themselves back, cause mass destruction, and even bosses that have a phase 2. This deck really screamed to me because even though I'm trash at them, I do really enjoy the Dark Souls genre. I like Dark Souls 3, I like Elden Ring. I want to play the other ones. I played a little bit of Another Crab's Treasure, but that's not really Dark Souls. You know what I mean? It's a Souls-like. So I decided to throw this deck together. So basically, if you don't know what this deck does, this is basically, I call this a super poly deck, which if you know what it does, it makes sense that I'd call it that. So basically, what you're trying to do is you're trying to get this big Bingus on board. Vados, the Dragon of Endless Darkness. He needs Vados, Eruption of Extinction, +2, +9 level 9 or lower Pyro monsters. Basically, the wording is weird, but basically you need Vados, Eruption of Dragon Extinction, and 2 or more level 9 or lower Pyro monsters. The wording is very weird. I was confused when I first read that. And the way you do that, there's a few different ways. First, there's obviously Super Poly. That is the big one. And then there is the trap card, Ashen Endlessness. During the main phase, fusion summon 1 Pyro fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from either field as material, including Vados or Dragon of Extinction. And if you do, it gains 500 attack for each material used. So the reason that this trap card isn't super good is because you need specifically Vados. This card right here. This is the phase 1 Vados, right? First you have this guy. You kill him, and then he comes back as this guy. Vados, the Eruption Dragon of Extinction. During the main phase, if this card is in your hand, quick effect, you can target 1 card on the field zone, special summon this card in your opponent's field, and if you do, destroy that card. Then you can add to your hand or set 1 Ashen Continuous Trap from your deck. If this card is sent from your opponent's field to your graveyard, you can destroy all monsters on the field, which is huge if you fusion summon it using Super Poly or Ashen Endlessness, because you use it to get out this version of Vados. This Vados cannot be destroyed by card effects, so it destroys all monsters on board except this thing. Also, your opponent cannot target it with monster effects, which is huge. If this card is fusion summoned, you can destroy all spell trap cards your opponent controls. So this destroys spells and traps, this destroys the monsters, where you're guaranteed to swing for minimum 3k. And with this, depending on how many Pyro monsters you have on board, it can get even bigger. I know what you're thinking, but Nub, how are you going to get them to be Pyro monsters? You can't rely on every opponent playing pure Snake Eye. Well, there's 2 ways. My version of the deck, I run 1 DNA Surgery. All monsters facing on the field become the type that I choose. I will obviously going to be choosing Pyro. So that's one way to do it. But the other way is the deck's bread and butter, Obsidian, the Ashen City. Face up special. This is why I run DNA Surgery, okay? I was choosing to not run it, and then I tested the deck. This is why I run DNA Surgery alongside it. Face up special summon monsters your opponent controls become Pyro during your turn only. The your turn only part already is kind of like, it's not great, but specifically special summon monsters, that's what convinced me to throw DNA Surgery in. 100%. During your end phase, you can target 1 Obsidian the Ashen City in your graveyard, place it on the bottom of the deck, then draw 1 card. This is where the recursion of the Souls-like thing comes in. It dies, it comes back. It dies, it comes back. Even the city is doing that. If this card in the field zone is destroyed or banished, special summon 1 Ashen monster from the deck. So, you have Vados, destroy Obsidian, Obsidian effect, special summon any Ashen monster from the deck. All the Ashen monsters have the same ability of, if Obsidian the Ashen City is on the field, you special summon this card from your hand. But each of them have a different effect. Priestess of the Ashen City has, you can special summon Priestess of the City once per turn this way. If this card is normal special summon, you can add 1 Ashen card from your deck to your hand, except Priestess of the Ashen City. So any Ashen card you can add to your deck. This is a Rhoda. Return reinforcements of the army. This is the Rhoda of the deck. Then you have Shaman of the Ashen City. I believe this is the phase 2 of Priestess. You can target 3 of your Pyro monsters that are banished or in your graveyard, shuffle them into the deck, and if you shuffled an Ashen monster, which we are, you can add 1 Obsidian of the Ashen City from your deck to your hand. So this is more recursion. You have the Hero of the Ashen City. During the main phase, quick effect, you can target 1 Pyro monster on field, which special summon monsters, opponent's monsters, I'm tongue-tied, who are special summoned, are pyro monsters because of the field spell. Destroy it. Then if you destroyed Vados, your upstream dragon of extinction, which we can easily put on our opponent's side of the field. By this effect, you can place one Obsidian of the Ashen City from your deck face up onto the field. So you use this, pop this, it board ups the field. This gets me this. Next, you have King of the Ashen City. You can only special summon King of the Ashen City once per turn this way. During your main phase, you can special summon one Ashen monster from your hand, except King of the Ashen City. Or if your opponent controls a monster with 2800 or more attack, you can special summon it from your deck instead. So if our opponent has a big bungus who's 2800 or more, which in this game there's a lot of them, I can special summon something directly from the deck. So theoretically, assuming I have Obsidian on board, I do Priestess effect, add King, King special summons itself, King effect special summon Hero effect, pop a Pyro monster on board, and anything my opponent is special summoned is gone. We're running Bonfire because all the Ashen monsters are Pyro, which is huge. Extinguish of the Ashen, send one Dark Pyro monster from your deck to the graveyard. You can add a level 5 or higher Pyro monster from your graveyard to your hand. For the rest of this turn, after this card resolves, you cannot special summon from the extra deck except Pyro monsters. Oh no. Anyway, you can banish this card from your graveyard, fusion summon one Pyro fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as material. So, this is another way to get Vados, or this is a way to get this guy, the true super poly target, Embers of the Ashen. Uses 2 Pyro monsters. If this card fusion summon, you can target 1 field spell in your graveyard and add it to your hand. At the start of damage step, this card battles an opponent's Pyro monster. You can destroy that opponent's monster, and if it is your turn, this card can make a second attack in a row, which is kind of big, not gonna lie. The last Ashen card is Awakening of Vados. The only downside to this card, it's not searchable. It's not Ashened Vados, it's not Ashened anything. You cannot use any other Ashen card to search this. It's not searchable, you have to hard draw it. But place one Obsidian of the Ashen City from your deck face up on either field zone. So if your opponent has a field spell that's causing you trouble, you get rid of it. Then if your opponent controls a card in their field zone, because you can place it in your opponent's, or if your opponent already has one, you're not worried about it, you can get Obsidian to your side of the field. You can add a level 5 or higher Dark Pyro monster from your deck to your hand. For the rest of this turn, after this card resolves, you cannot special summon from the deck or extra deck except Pyro monsters. You can activate one Awakened Vados per turn. So, your opponent has field spell, you're not worried about it. Use this to get Obsidian to your side of the field. Then you can use this to get Vados on your side of the field. Vados pop their field spell, and then it gets on their side of the field. Or you use this card to put Obsidian to their side of the field. This activates because your opponent now has a field spell. You're able to get Vados from deck to hand. Vados pop your opponent's monster, special summon Vados, which is honestly insane. All the non-engine we are running in here, 2 Call By, 2 Nibiru. I was running 3. But I kept seeing the third one, or it was like if I'm not facing an opponent that's playing like Tenpai, it's a brick, right? So I opted to get rid of it for a second copy of Ashen whenever I was testing the deck. We got 3 Ash, 3 Maxi, and 3 Imperm. Those are the standard. If you only craft 9 URs the entire time playing this game, those are your 9. Any extra deck outside of Embers and Vados, we have Mud Dragon, Garura, and Starving Venom as our super poly targets because fucking Bishios are a bitch with this deck because they are all dark monsters. They are great for Bishio fodder, so super poly them away into Starving Infusion Venom. We also have World Chalice Guardian Al Marduk. The reason being, it just needs 3 links. That is all this card needs to get summoned on field. I honestly just wanted one more super poly target, so I was looking up like good ones, and one for just generic links was this. So if I'm facing against like Snake Eye and they have like their big link board, before they can do a Zelantis play, I just activate Super Poly, link, get rid of all their links, summon this thing. We are also running Baguska because Priestess and Shaman are both level 4s. Everything else is kind of around there in levels. It's just a good card to have. Infernal Flame Banshee. You can attach 1 material from this card, take 1 Pyro monster from your deck, and either add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard. So this potentially is another Rhoda, Zeus, Typhon, SP, Promethean Princess, and Access Code Talker. This is the deck. This is what I'm running, and I've actually really enjoyed this deck. There's some tweaks I could probably make here and there. I could probably throw Under Engine in here, but I wanted to see what the deck looked like when it's just pure Ashen and like some non-engine, and it just works. It just works. So we're going to go into ranked, and we're gonna see just what this deck can do. All right, let's see what we can't do here. I know the rank. The rank is buns. Okay, I understand that. I haven't played a lot in between this episode and the last episode. All right, I haven't grinded the game. I pretty much had this deck nearly built before the video, and the video got me where I needed to get the deck finished. So we're gonna see what happens. Oh, and you're going first? Oh, please be super combo heavy. Please be super combo heavy, please. Branded? Oh my good golly Christ. You love to see it, boys. You love to see it. You love to see it. Yeah. Fuse away. Fuse away. Special summon everything. Special everything. I want you to. I am ecstatic that you're doing this right now. No, it'd be even better if you played Despia of the Branded. Or Despia Theater. That's what it was. Despia of the Branded. That'd be a hell of a card name. But do it. Come on. Do it. Pussy in the balls. Mirror Jade. Oh, is this going to be the board that you end on? Do not let this be the board you end on. Okay. Sending that for what? Nubelian. Okay. Come on, one more. One more. Place a branded continuous spell trap. Deck face up on your field. Come on. One more. Branded loss. Oh, you. I don't think I can. No, wait. Can I super poly? It needs. Oh, it's a worm. All right. What can we do here? We have an Ash. We could potentially do this. What can we do here? I think the play is do this. What is he gonna try and do here? Nothing. So first we are going to see the problem here is that I don't have anything to get this guy out with. Or he gets himself out, but I don't have anything to... Actually, no, I do. I send him, and then we're going to add him back. So the downside is, if getting rid of Mirror Jade is going to make it to where everything's going to be banished. System, okay. So now, we're going to do this. And then special summon this. Card field special summon, and if you do destroy that card, word. I don't think we activate this just yet, because this is now a Pyro. So now, what we can do, we can Super Poly, discarding the Nibiru for cost, sending this and this to the grave, doing this. Okay. Destroy. Yep, that works fine. That works just fine. Next, we're going to special summon this in attack position. Activate it. It's going to Rhoda an Ashen card. Unless he has Imperm. If he has Imperm, we cry. We don't cry. We are going to be adding Hero. And then we can special Hero. We're at 67. And then from here, we can do this. Banish this for cost. And from there, we are going to do... We could do another Embers, but we're going to get the boy out. I'm going to send this. This. And this is going to be destroyed anyway. But yeah, this is gonna be destroyed anyway, so we might as well set this in attack position. So now it's fusion summoned. We can activate its ability. Book of Eclipse. Actually, we can Ash that and negate it. That's so funny. I was like, oh, do we do that to get the guaranteed? Oh, you are a punk. You are a punk. You realize that, right? If you send one as a card to destroy it, we'll let it go. You'll let it go through. He gets the Albaz. He's able to fuse, which is the downside. Gets rid of all those. And then we battle, and we swing direct. And we end phase. This is... So he can't be destroyed, but he's not being destroyed. He's being banished. That's the downside because of... Oh, wait, what? Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Was it not supposed to be... Is your owner's control his field, you can destroy! Oh, wait. Don't do it. Get rid of this. Get rid of the Albaz so you can't fuse because Albaz isn't on the board, bitch! Okay, he ends turn. Let's see, what can we draw? Okay, that's not what we need, but it's fine. We set. We battle. We swing. We pass. We don't have another Ashen card, so if he hard draws another Albaz, we're kind of boned. He draws into Blazing Cartesia. We are going to imperm the Cartesia right the fuck now. Get rid of that shit. Sets one and passes. We draw. Not what we need. Not at all what we need. Just gonna swing into Cartesia. Shut up, phone. And we're gonna pass turn. Alright, come on. Give me the win, baby. Droplet. Okay. What can you do with that? Fantasy card. To print a retribution, add to your hand. Oh. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this right the fuck now. We're doing this right the fuck now, brother. Add one from grave to hand? Yeah, no thanks. What can he do from here? He can do a lot. It's branded. This card is literally like the entire engine to the deck. Okay, so an Albaz and Cartesia. Ooh, Sanctifier. I mean, that was the... I mean, if that's all he summons, that is, in fact, the correct play. Draw. I don't need you now. Set 2 pass. That's all we can do. 2 monsters in graveyard special summon both monsters, 1 on each field. So he has to give himself 1 and me 1. He's gonna give me a bad one. He's probably gonna give me... Is it each graveyard? 2 monsters in any graveyard. So he's picking 1 to get on his field and 1 to get on mine. If he's smart... Interesting. Interesting choice. Very interesting choice. If I had the field spell, that'd be really funny. Okay, that's what he's doing. He's gonna banish this now. Since it's still my end phase, I can't activate the Imperm. That would have been really funny, though. Okay, so now it's his turn. And I think I'm boned here, because all he has to do... Put this in attack position. Gonna do that. If only I had Vados on board. I won't be able to do much because this needs Pyro Monsters to summon something. I don't know what this guy's plan is. He could literally swing right now. I don't know if he's worried about super... If he's worried about Super Poly, he's dumb. Yeah, this guy's just BMing. He's just BMing. He has nothing to worry about. Alright, look. We've proven that the deck can work. And we've proven that the deck is able to be halfway decent. Assuming our opponent just doesn't have the out. Like, It's like, oh, just simply draw the out. And they drew the out. They drew Forbidden Droplet. They needed that card to win. If they didn't have Droplet, we were winning. It's as simple as. All right, we're going first. Ooh, Vados. Okay. Going to play Awakening of Vados. Next, we are going to set on my opponent's side of the field and add the designated card from deck to hand. We are going to be adding King to our hand. And then we are going to special Vados, destroying their Obsidian, placing Vados on their side of the field. And then the additional effect is to add from deck to hand. We could do funny, but we're gonna do this. We're gonna set this, and then we're gonna activate this, special summon an Ashen monster from the deck, and we are going to special summon Priestess, activate Priestess, and we are going to be adding this from our deck to our hand. We are going to be activating Obsidian. We are going to place King in defense position. Then we're going to activate King. Going to special summon the Shaman from deck to hand. Next, we are going to special summon Hero. And then we are going to send these two. Summon Infernal Flame Banshee. Activate Infernal Flame Banshee to detach a material, to add a Pyro monster from deck to hand, and we're going to choose to add another Vados. And from there, we are going to set one and pass turn. And then we can activate our Obsidian to get the one we shred on our opponent's side back into the deck and draw one. Ah, if only. If only, dude. If only. That would have been so huge. Oh, they linked it away. Linked away, you say? Well, guess what? So now we are going to do that. And I don't know what their plan here was, but it wasn't great. Activate this. Activate this. Destroy our Obsidian. To special summon Vados and attack position to our opponent's side of the field. Now, the reason we get Ashen Eternity, first off, we're going to be setting this to the field. Then Ashen Eternity is going to add this to the hand. We're going to activate this, special summon one Ashen from the deck. We're going to special summon Priestess. Priestess effect will activate. And we will chain with Ashen of Eternity to take back our monster, to then put it on our side of the field, so that way our opponent doesn't get any. And we'll add Extinguishing the Ashen. We don't activate this just yet. Alright, so now it's our turn. Gonna draw. You love to see it, boys. You absolutely adore to see it. Draw Obsidian. Then activate Extinguished. We're going to then add, we'll send Vados to the grave. We're going to add Hero from deck to hand. Special summon Hero. Then we are going to activate Ashen to Endlessness. We are going to summon this by sending Vados, Shaman, and Hero to special summon Vados, the Dragon of Endless Darkness. Nice and powerful 45 hundo. Going to do this. Activate her effect to add an Ashen card from deck to hand. We are going to add another Extinguished. And from here, this lets us fuse, but we don't want to fuse these two. But what we are going to do is we're going to set. We're going to battle. 45 direct. And then a nice 12. And we will pass turn. Activate Obsidian, returning this one to the deck to then draw one. Well, at least these two are out. Because right now, it's not that they're bricks per se, it's that we don't really have a lot of stuff to send now. Because we have to send a Dark Pyro monster, and we don't have that many of those. Normal Stone's Vampire Sorcerer. We're actually going to do this. We're going to activate Super Poly, discarding and extinguished. What we're going to do is we're going to get a Starving Venom by fusing these two. Starving Venom Dragon. Ooh, wait a minute. What are you doing? Vampire Sorcery. Venice card, one deck card. That's fine. And they give up. GG's opponent, who definitely was not a bot. Alright, which one are we doing? Are we going first or second? First or second? Which one? Come on. Come. Come. I'm going second adventurous today, aren't we, sir? Oh, what is this? Okay. Potential heat. There's potential heat here. Not a lot of it, but it's here. Samurai Skull. What in the world? Oh wait, I just saw the field. Is this gonna be King of the Skull Servants? Because that's really funny. It's going to be really funny if it is. Oh, it is. It's Skull Servant. I do like how Skull Servant's whole gimmick has just been the same since King has come out. Make King as huge as physically possible. Right. Ooh, Shaman? Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. First, we're gonna activate Awakening. Awakening effect to put on my opponent's side of the field Obsidian, and then add from deck to hand. Alright, so we have a few options here. I think the correct option is to simply go into, is to add hero. I think that's the correct option. Then we're gonna add Bonfire. Or not add Bonfire, we're gonna play a Bonfire. We're gonna add Priestess. Going to Special Priestess. Priestess effect. Going to add our own Ashen City. Obsidian. Extinguish. Vados. Add Vados. Then from here, we're going to special summon Vados by destroying their Ashen City. Play this bad boy in attack position, destroying city, apply additional effects. We're going to add this. And I don't think we can play it this turn, but we can activate this to then special summon King in defense position. Then from here, we can special summon Hero. And then, oh, we should have waited. I'm dumb. We should have waited because it's going to destroy all monsters. It's fine. Activate Super Poly. Discarding Called By. Sending this. And this. Wait, nope. I did not mean to cancel. And we'll send King. Summon Vados. Actually, we could choose not to activate the effect. That's right. Going to special summon Shaman. Shaman effect. Shuffling back these three. To shuffle them back. And we will add this from deck to hand. then we are going to activate this. Fusing. Going to fuse Hero and Shaman. To special summon Embers of the Ashen. And in Embers of the Ashen, I could target a field spell in my graveyard and add to my hand, but we're not going to do that. But instead, we're going to... Oh, I should have done that, because then I still get the effect. That's fine. That is A-okay. Swing. And swing. And end our turn. Activate this. Shuffle this back. And draw one. Oh, you love to see this card, brother. Okay, you're just gonna flat out normal king. Ooh. You're a big boy. You're a big, big boy. Are you just gonna go battle phase, swing with big bungus? Is that what's gonna happen here? That would be really funny. I don't know how King of the Skull Servants plays, but if he has a way to special summon another one, link one, like Link Karibo or something, and then special summon another one, so he's at 6k. That'd be pretty funny. Is he just ending? Oh, he's going to battle. About to say, is he just going to end phase? What's happening? Alright, so he's going to swing into Vados. Understandable. Have a day. See, this thing wasn't special summoned, so he's not a Pyro. That's the unfortunate part. Ooh, but this one will be. This one will be. Alright, so he summoned another one. He's also at 2k. So what's the point of having two of them on board? What is that? White Mare. Okay, I see. You're making them bigger. So now you have two big Binguses on board. Ooh, Priestess? Okay. So I think I have the move here. I think I have to move. So first, we're going to use Super Poly. Super Poly, discard Obsidian. These two for Starving Venom. And honestly, this is just game. Honestly, this is just game. Swing with Venom, and then Embers gets some play action, brother. Yes! Simple as. Super Poly, best fusion spell in the game. Best fusion spell in the game. Show me another fusion spell that's better than Super Poly. Don't name any of this stuff from the deck, though.